clapping. No, she's not clapping. This is the holiday that we spent in France back in about 1978. Hi Sandy, hi Lindsay. This one's called From Saint-Malo or Saint-Malo to Dinan. I knew a girl in the June air of Brittany, driving through France in a bushback saloon, sailing so high up there on a canopy, perched on the top of a French mountain sky. We used to fly over mountains and rivers there, up in the air like an eagle so high, then down to earth. We came back down again, back down to earth, again and again. Lucy, goodbye, you forgot to say. I know you're gone and you couldn't stay. Miles and miles, wasted French holiday. Lucy, come back to me. Meals and French wine, 10 francs a time. We were laughing then. Outside the bars, drinks and cigars, we were high. Back down the road again, Saint-Malo to Dinan, we walked to save the fare home. Outside the city walls, French girls with their parasols hiding, remaining unknown. I saw one play, give a wink of an eye, hides from the sun, feigning gentle and shy. She goes home. Songs by a fire, bird on a wire, we were laughing then. Picking a tune like a romance in June, we were high. Now Lucy's gone, I'm all alone. Goodbye. We watched the lights go down, nights in that old French town, meals in an open cafe. And when the night was through, we walked, just me and you, down by that old grey French pier. And when the night was all over and done, I held your hand in the French morning sun, with a dew and the sun in your hair. was there, somewhere between San Malo and Dinan. Thank you. That was San Malo to Dinan, as I said, the second song that I wrote back in 1978, a long time ago. For those that are interested, it's in open E tuning, which I don't think people use very often. So there you go. So thank you, Gay. Very, very nice comment. And Kath, hooray! Got to see you this time. Hi, Kath. Thank you for all your support and likes and things. Okay, I'm going to press on. This is becoming my sort of signature tune, if I'm allowed to have one of those. And hi, Lindsay. Thank you. You'll get fed up of me saying it, but my daughter lives in Nashville, and I go over every so often. I'm going there on the 24th of April for about 3-4 weeks, which is fantastic. But this song was written, it's called Knoxville in My Mirror, and it sort of conflates two things. One, my step-granddaughter, Bella, was being treated in Knoxville for cancer, and at the end of her treatment, we went there to see her passing out, I think, or ringing the bell, and she gave me about 10 minutes to learn We Are the Champions, which I sort of managed to do, but not as well as I did in the warm-up. And this song conflates two things, so that Knoxville in My Mirror, leaving that part of the experience behind, but also going to Tennessee and Nashville. So this is that song. So Gay, question, how long have you been playing the guitar, and do you play any other instruments? The guitar since I was sort of 11, but I really started properly when I was about 15, 16, and learnt with my Latin teacher, would you believe, at school, who taught me all of Leonard Cohen songs. So I learned how to pick all the Leonard Cohen stuff. But nobody wants to listen to Leonard Cohen, so I don't tend to do it. Hi, Alison. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So, do I play any instruments? No. I've got a banjo that's been up on the wall, and it's been up on the wall for 3 years, but I will get round to it one day when I retire. Okay, this is called Knoxville in My Mirror. I should explain, but it's really about a guy. If you go to the main high street in Nashville, it's called Broadway, and every shop is a bar, and there are 3 floors, and on the ground floor there's people singing, paid lots of money, and then on the second floor there's people who paid less money, not so well known, and then on the 3rd floor, 4th floor, whatever, there's this guy who I happened to see once on every floor, but nobody's listening to the poor beggar. So this is written for him as well as for Bella. If you're listening, Bella, hi. Tennessee is calling, I'll be there in the morning. This train is rolling along. Atlanta we tried, didn't get along. Nashville, you are calling, I'll be there in the morning. Your siren singing a song. And Broadway, I'm ready. What can go wrong? Delusion leads to grandeur, but I'm playing my guitar. Halfway to paradise, gonna be a star. I'll be the wannabe, playing my guitar, sitting on the third floor, holding up the bar. Buy me a drink and I'll sing you a song. Buy me another and I'll be moving on. Sun in my head and $1 in my hand. I'm bound for Nashville to the promised land. Tennessee is calling, I'll be there in the morning. This train is rolling along. Knoxville in my mirror, Nashville won't be long. Guitar strung and ready, my fingers loose and steady. I'm ready with my songs. Broadway, I'm ready. What can go wrong? Delusion leads to grandeur, but I'm playing my guitar. Halfway to paradise, gonna be a star. Douglas Cafe, they seem to like me, want to hear me play. Tennessee is calling, I'll be there in the morning. This train is rolling along. Knoxville in my mirror, Nashville won't be long. And I'll be the wannabe, playing my guitar, sitting on the third floor, holding up the bar. Buy me a drink and I'll sing you a song. Buy me another and I'll be moving on. Buy me another and I'll be moving on. Lindsay, what are you like singing along? Thank you. That was Knoxville in my mirror. Okay, so did I mention I'm going to Nashville? Yeah. Perhaps more to the point, I'm also going to Dallas, which is, I went online during lockdown and met up with the nice people over at Dallas Songwriters Association. And if you're a singer-songwriter, I do recommend them heavily. They let me go on there and had to do a sound check, and you're pretty good picker, Trevor. So that was nice. They've really helped me along, and I met some people there. Met Michael Roth, who I met in Nashville at the Douglas Corner Cafe. We did an open mic there, and Michael and myself have been friends ever since. I've been watching his career, and I've been watching. He's been watching me as well. So that's great. So I'm going over to see them. They've got me 2 sets on stage already over there, and I've got a couple of spots in Nashville as well. And I'm going to Houston as well, and there's an open mic there. So this, perhaps playing homage to country, is that a country song that I did called Big Iron Lady. Big iron lady, 40 tons of steam, driving down the south coast, white and lacy steam. She's a big iron lady for a big train driving man. iron lady going south to New Orleans. Takes a mighty big train and tame the woman at her knee. I can see her driving down that great band of steam, thunder, oil and steam from those great iron wheels. She's a big iron engine lady going southbound through the night. Watch that woman rolling up and pull right out of sight. Big iron lady, queen of southern queens, fastest lady freight train going south to New Orleans. She's a big iron lady for a big train driving man, doing 90 miles an hour. Tame a lady if you can. Big iron lady, 40 tons of steam, driving down the south coast, white and lacy steam. She's a big iron lady for a big train driving man, doing 90 miles an hour. Tame the lady if you can. Takes a mighty big train and tame the woman at her knee. Big iron lady. Okay, guess what that was called? What are my major influences? Oh, okay, so many. So Leonard Cohen is, all my picking style was based on him, but my roots are in country. I so grew up listening to Johnny Cash, Hank Stone, Marty Robbins, Hank Williams, Tom T. Hall, but also Joni Mitchell. Loved Joni Mitchell. Who else? Yeah, Adele. Lots of others. So some of those squeeze into my music, but yeah. Okay, I believe we've got a lot of people north of the border, up in Scotland. Sorry about the cultural appropriation there. And if Steve and Alison are watching, this is one of Steve's favourites, I think, and possibly Alison's. Will you gone into the Highlands, Lizzie Lindsay? Will you gone into the Highlands with me? Will you gone into the Highlands, Lizzie Lindsay? Me pride and me darling to be. If I go into the Highlands with you, sir, I don't think that ever could be. For I know the land that you live in, not knowing the name you go with. Will you gone into the Highlands, Lizzie Lindsay? Will you gone into the Highlands with me? Will you gone into the Highlands, Lizzie Lindsay? Me pride and me darling to be. Oh, lass, as I think you know little, if you say that you don't know me, for me name is Lord Ronald MacDonald, a chieftain of high degree. Will you gone into the Highlands, Lizzie Lindsay? Will you gone into the Highlands with me? Will you gone into the Highlands, Lizzie Lindsay? Me pride and me darling to be. Well, she coiled up her skirt of green satin. She coiled them right up round her knee, and she's gone with Lord Ronald bride and his darling to be. Will you gone into the Highlands, Lizzie Lindsay? Will you gone into the Highlands with me? Will you gone into the Highlands, Lizzie Lindsay? Me bride and me darling to be. Okay, so that was Lizzie Lindsay. Oh, we've got real people clapping next door. Isn't that nice? Okay, I'll just spot it. Okay, please share the show, folks. Oh yes, please share the phone. Yeah, great. But is it? I didn't know it's Burns' tune. There you go. You learn something every day. Okay, another Scottish one. What we did on St. Patrick's night, but I didn't get shot for it. And I think the Irish has sort of appropriated it. So we're all one nation after all, aren't we? Aren't we? Okay, it's a beautiful one. I've only learnt it in the last month or so. Oh, Peggy Golden, you are my darling. Come sit you down upon my knee and tell to me the very reason why I am slighted so by thee. I'm so in love, I can't deny it. My heart lies smothered in my breast. It's not for you to let the whole world know it. A troubled mind can find no rest. So I put my head to a cask of brandy. It was my fancy, I do declare, for when I'm drinking, I'm always thinking and wishing Peggy Golden was there. Oh, Peggy Golden, you are my darling. Come sit you down upon my knee and tell to me the very reason why I am slighted so by thee. I wish I was in a lonesome valley where womankind cannot be found, and all the birds, they change their voices in every moment, a different sound. And I wish I was far away in Indigo, far out across the briny sea, or sailing humble me. Oh, Peggy Golden, you are my darling. Come sit you down upon my knee. Come tell to me the very reason why I am slighted so by thee, why I am slighted so by thee. Peggy Gordon, beautiful song. Hi Richard, thanks for listening in. Gay, question, you also write poetry. Do you find that helps you with your lyric writing? I'm not sure which came first, actually. A lot of my music is sort of poetry, I like to claim. Some of it isn't, but a lot of it is pretty close to poetry. So yeah, the poetry has kicked off in the last 5 years, though, and my guitar playing has probably, hopefully, improved in the last 5 years. I determined that I might as well make a go of it while my fingers still lasted, and I got this nice, beautiful guitar. Trevor, you're in too, so okay, thanks, Kath, as well. So what have we got next? Fire and Rain. So. Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. Walked out this morning, I wrote down this song. Just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times that I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Won't you look down upon me, Jesus? You gotta help me make a stand. You just gotta see me through another day. My body's aching, my time is at hand. I won't make it any other way. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times that I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Been walking my mind through an easy time, my back turned toward the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. But there's hours time on the telephone line, talk about things to come. Sweet dreams and flying machines in pieces on the ground. I've seen fire, I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend, but I've always thought that I'd see you again. Thought I'd see you one more time again. There's just a few things coming my way this time around. Thought I'd see you finally. Beautiful song, Fine Rain. Okay, what comes first? The lyrics, thank you, live audience. The lyrics first or the music first? Generally the music, I just get a little riff. And then some words come to it. But I have to have a story in my head that I want to actually share. So, yeah. Okay, Jenny, I'll catch it when I get home. Thank you for listening, Jenny, or listening later. Okay, so I mentioned at the beginning that my influences were, one of them was Johnny Cash, and I'm sort of blessed with a deep voice occasionally, and I thought this one might just go down well in Tennessee and in Dallas, so let's see. This is a song that I first heard when I was probably about 10, on a Johnny Cash album, From Sea to Shining Sea, which is more of his poetry, to be honest, rather than his music. Well, he does music on there as well, but he also does some poems, which he does beautifully. And this is the story of Ballad of Ira Hayes, who was a Native American, still calls him Indian in this song, which you're not supposed to do. But anyway, Johnny Cash, he can do anything. Ira Hayes, Ira Hayes, call him drunken Ira Hayes. He won't answer anymore. Not the whiskey drinking Indian, nor the Marine that went to war. Gather round me, people. There's a story I would tell about a brave young Indian you should remember well. From the land of the Pima Indians, a proud and noble band who farmed the Phoenix Valley in Arizona land. Down their ditches 1,000 years, the waters grew Ira's people's crops, till a white man stole their water rights and the sparkling water stopped. Now Ira's folks were hungry, and their land grew crops of weeds. When the war came, Ira volunteered and forgot the white man's greed. Call him drunken Ira Hayes, he won't answer anymore. Not the whiskey drinking Indian nor the Marine went to war. There they battled up Iwo Jima Hill, 250 men, but only 27 lived to walk back down again. When the fight was over and Old Glory was raised, among the men who held it high was the Indian Ira Hayes. Call him drunken Ira Hayes, he won't answer anymore. Not the whiskey drinking Indian nor the Marine that went to war. Ira Hayes returned a hero, celebrated throughout the land. He was wined, speeched and honored. Everybody shook his hand. But he was just a Pima Indian. No water, no home, no chance. At home, nobody cared what Ira done, and when did the Indians dance? Call him drunken Ira Hayes, he won't answer anymore. Not the whiskey drinking Indian, nor the Marine that went to war. Then Ira started drinking hard, jail was often his home. They let him raise the flag and lower it, like he'd throw a dog a bone. He died drunk early one morning, alone in the land he fought to save. 2 inches of water in a lonely ditch was a grave for Ira Hayes. Call him drunken Ira Hayes, he won't answer anymore. Not the whiskey drinking Indian, nor the Marine that went to war. Yeah, call him drunken Ira Hayes, but his land is just as dry, and his ghost is lying thirsty in the ditch where Ira died. Ira Hayes. Thank you, live audience. Okay, one of my influences that I didn't mention was, of course, Ralph Mattel. Did actually meet him when I was about 1920. We saw him in concert in Birmingham, I think it was. And I'd just done a reel-to-reel, and I said, "Can I send you my reel-to-reel, Ralph?" "Yes, Trevor, no problem." And I sent it to him, and I got it back 3 months later. And he hadn't looked at it, whatever. So, but this is a beautiful song from Claire to Here, which, sorry, Ralph, I prefer Nancy Griffith's version to your song than the way you sing it. So, no, that's a new one, Lindsay, for Nashville or Dallas. So, from Claire to Here, it's Nancy Griffith's version. Get it right. Four of us who shared this room, caught up in the crack, sleeping late on Sundays, never got to Mass. It's a long way from Claire to here. It's a long way from Claire to here. It's a long, long way, gets further by the day. It's a long, long way from Claire to here. When Friday comes around, we're only into fighting. Ma would like a letter home, but I'm too tired for riding. It's a long way from Claire to here. It's a long way from Claire to here. It's a long, long way, it's further by the day. It's a long, long way from Claire to here. It almost breaks my heart when I think of my family. I told them I'd be coming home with my pockets full of green. It's a long way The only time I feel alright is when I'm into drinking. Sort of ease the pain of it, and it levels out my thinking. It's a long way from clarity. It's a long way from clarity. It's a long, long way. It's further by the day. It's a long, long way from clarity. Sometimes hear the fiddles play. Maybe it's just a notion. Dream I see white horses dance upon that other ocean. It's a long way from clarity. It's a long way from clarity. It's a long, long way. It's further by the day. It's a long, long way from clarity. It's a long, long way. It's further by the day. It's a long, long way from clarity. Okay, so thank you. Question: where do you get your inspiration? Do you find writing from personal experience easier than imagination? Well, that's a lull, I'm afraid. And if you got to know me better, you'd get fed up of me mentioning that my daughter's in Nashville, and most of my songs tend to be about Nashville and Tennessee. So that's the latest thing. She lives in Nashville, and I played the open mics over in Nashville, and I had a great time there. So this next one was written for my son-in-law, Tim, who my daughter married. He's from Nashville. I'm not quite sure where he was before he was in Nashville, but he sort of said, "Pops, I'd like you to do me a song like father, like son." And I knew his background. He'd shared that with me. And it was fairly meager background, as was my own. And I wrote this song for him, sort of factoring in everything I'd heard about him and his upbringing and the way he sort of escaped from his family and tried to be something better. And then when I'd written it, I realised it was the same story that applied to me as well. There you go. And Alex, if you're listening, the last line is for you, mate. It's called Like Father, Like Son. Son, when I hit 17, seemed the world was at my door, and all I wanted was to take on life. I was ready to hit the floor, till I looked around for lessons and didn't like what I saw. Guess I wanted to be something else, wanted to be more. They say that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Couldn't get my head around a preset destiny. So I headed out and left you there, found my own company. Wanted to be someone else, wanted to be me. Now just like me, you're headed out. I have to let you go. It hurts to know you're out there doing all the things I couldn't stop the eagle from flying towards the sun. You have to make your own mistakes, it's what will make you a man. They say that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You couldn't get your head around preset destiny. So you headed out and left you there, found your own company. You wanted to miss someone else, you couldn't be like me. Now you stand before me, I see what you've become. You're a man in your own making, talent of a son. And I cannot say who's right or wrong, wouldn't even try. The man stands before me now, better man than I. Like father, like son, is not a mantle I uphold. Part of you is part of me, I see it in your soul. They say that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. The man who stands before me now, better man than me. Man who stands before me now, better man than me. Thank you, Lindsay. Question, hi Trev. Is there a song you love to master but not quite managed to get there? Okay, so that would be May You Never. I'm not far off it. I've had a couple of goes at it, but I would really like to have that one. It's a beautiful song, lovely lyrics and melody. Thank you very much, Gay. Yes, and Poems, Prayers and Promises as well, which I did on Folk Club on Thursday night. Completely hashed it. I don't think I've ever hashed anything in my life, and I don't know, it's a bit late in the evening. I only had one pint, so maybe I was just tired. Okay, so this one is possibly my best song. It's the one I enjoy singing beautifully because it means a lot to me. So it's called Fireflies, and Lindsay loves it, so thank you, Lindsay. And it was written, my daughter, as I mentioned, got married, and actually she had two weddings, one sort of mock wedding over here, but the proper wedding was done over in Nashville, just on the east side of Nashville, a beautiful setting, and Claire actually did the wedding, which was rather special. She's a celebrant over in this country, so I suppose that made it a bit easier for her, but it was a beautiful day. And after we'd done the wedding, and we had a picking party, and I'd managed to buy a guitar over there. In fact, I think I bought two, maybe three guitars over there, just to make it happen. And we had some fantastic people at the picking party. Brad Paisley, who's a famous country western singer. His pedal steel guitarist was actually there, and lots of people that were fantastic. About 9 o'clock, everything starts getting dark, and the moonshine jars in mason jars become empty,
or at least half of them do. And the fireflies come out, and some wags actually caught some fireflies and put them into the mason jar, put the lid on, and it sort of makes a makeshift table lamp, which is probably not very good for the fireflies. Apparently no fireflies got hurt in this song, but so this song captures that day. It's called Fireflies. Alison, you love it too, thank you. Tennessee is calling, Nashville wants me home. Fireflies are waiting, moonshine's all alone. The plane's in from Atlanta, only an hour away. Nashville, you are calling me, this time I'm gonna stay. Fireflies, will you dance for me? Moonshine, will you sing? The jar is open, ready for the magic that you bring. The groundhogs sit and wait for me, they know I'm coming home. Red cardinals take to the sky to guide my way back home. Old hickory, get the fire on, I'm cold through to the bone. Nashville, you are calling, I'm on my way back home. Fireflies, will you dance for me? You do your magic thing. Moonshine, will you wait for me? Moonshine, will you sing? She stands there waiting, smile upon her face, French dress and perfume, fine and fancy lace. Her hair is free and flowing, almost down to her waist. Tonight is something special in her embrace. Fireflies, will you dance for me? You do your magic thing. Moonshine, will you wait for me? Moonshine, will you sing? Fireflies, sit and drink my moonshine out there on the porch. Watch the magic fireflies, each one has a torch. The thunder claps into the night, moonshine sings a tune. Lit only by the lightning strikes, the glimmer of the moon. Fireflies, will you dance for me? You do your magic thing. Moonshine, will you wait for me? Moonshine, will you sing? Tennessee is calling, Nashville wants me home. Fireflies are waiting, moonshine's all alone. The plane's in from Atlanta, only an hour away.
you are calling me. This time I'm gonna stay. Fireflies, will you dance for me? You do your magic thing. Moonshine, will you wait for me? Moonshine, will you sing?
There you go, Fireflies. And it won't be long till, Nashville wants me home, and Tennessee is calling, so I'll be there in 3 weeks. So, yes, relive that song a bit. Okay. I do poetry as well. Question, you've collaborated on songs with Sue Skinner. Have you collaborated with any other songwriters? The answer is no. I do a lot. I think Sue wouldn't mind me saying that I add my guitar playing to her beautiful words and beautiful melodies. So the combination of the two voices goes together very well, we found. And I love arranging her songs. The trouble is, she writes one a week, and it keeps on keeping up with. So, but yes, and no, I haven't collaborated with anybody else. But there's a Trevor Ulysses, and we might have something planned. We'll see. I'm just going to open a can because my voice is going a little bit. Thank you, Kath. I'll be singing that one over in Dallas, you know. Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah. I'm going to be singing some of Sue's songs a bit later. She's not watching and she can't. She said sorry. But no worry. I think she's got family with her at the minute, being Easter. No worries. Sorry. A drop of the Irish stuff. Guinness. Okay, so this is a poem that I wrote recently. Sorry, I need a microphone. And it's sort of looking at the world through the eyes of a woman. You ask me how I do that, I don't know. It's called The Fairer Sex. The fairer sex, what does it mean? Beautiful, shaped, dusted and busted, and healed, lifted and separated. A woman every minute of every day of every south-travelling year. A monthly grind, not fighting with fists, but messing with minds. We don't stand a chance, alluring in red, soft and silky in satin, cool and demure in blue, dominant in black. Yes, sexy black, you shepherd our eyes, our thoughts, our desires. It is yours to choose who travels the extra mile. So you smile, and we hope to glide towards the next generation, heralding them in through laboursome portal. Are they worthy, strong and true, protected and brave, a different version of you? Or just succumbing to the moment, the breathless, groaning moment, let the devil be done? Another gift from God? Your mystique is defined, fair, to do, busy bee, affair, to do, fun, but what's in it for you or me? We just pick up the crumbs and move on. Fair, as in Ferris, fine lady in blue, cool to the touch, no U-turn for you. Fair as in fire, looking over the blacksmith's shoulder, stoking his beating, his pulsing desire, you lead a merry dance in your LBD attire, alluring in red, dominant in black, oh so cool in blue. But when auburn turns to grey, what is left? Drifters in the cosmos, sparks of thought, a genderless subconscious, just the same, just a me and just a you, confident in our skins. That's The Fairer Sex. If you want to see my poetry, it's all on my Facebook page, Books, Words, Promises and Songs. Everything I've got there. Thank you, people. And there is a separate section called Life Sentences, which is a little dark. It's about some experiences of abuse and what have you on there, and a crusade of mine to beat out every abuser that's on the planet. That's another story. Okay, I said I'd do one of Sue's songs, and here we go. This is the first song that we did together. And she wrote it about Jane Pearl, who is an American singer, actually. She lives in Kentucky now, Bowling Green or somewhere like that. And, sorry, thank you, Lindsay, you've got to go. Okay, Lindsay, bye-bye. That's a wonderful poem, thank you. Question, what inspires you to start writing poetry? I had a bad experience when I was about 60. I won't go into the details of it, but it was traumatic, and I couldn't save him. It was a short answer, and it played havoc with my head, and poetry was my only saviour. I couldn't order a pint of milk without putting it into a poem. So something happened to my head during that time. I'm better now, I think, but I still like writing poetry. But that's when it started to happen big time. What inspires me to it? Lots of things. Read my poetry, that's the easiest way. Okay. This is All It Took, and it's a song of Sue Skinner's, which I helped arrange with her, I think it's fair to say. Sue, this is for you.
Was a look, and a look said it all. There was no need for words or smiles, and no room for tears. The look in your eye, she already knew. Said so long, farewell, goodbye, never see you again. A suitcase of leather, all battered and scarred, weighted down the hall for you, full of memories and lies. That belonged to your pa, that you taught her to play real well in an old-timey style. It's time to go, my bags are packed, time to move on, no going back. A farewell kiss I blow. It's time to leave, time to go, time to leave, time to go. Making music in harmony, it's making love in a song. That's sweet communion of flesh and blood. It only lasts for so long. When the song is all over and the last chords ring out, when the afternoon fades away, when the afterglow fades away, love can wither and die. She sang a star-spangled banner. Love tears ran down her face. Her voice cracked with emotion as she sang her goodbyes. Her farewell performance marked the end of the line. Time for new inspiration. Here's to happier times. It's time to go, my bags are packed. Time to move on, no going back. A farewell kiss I blow. It's time to leave, time to go, time to leave, time to go.
All It Took by Sue Skinner. Okay, how are we doing for time? Okay, just a few more. Apparently I could run over, so this one, you asked what inspires you to write songs. Well, I'm afraid Putin. Yes, she's a wonderful wordsmith. Do you like that line in it? What is it? Making music in harmony is making love in a song. Sweet communion of flesh and blood only lasts for so long. That, I think, is my favourite lyric of all time. There you go. Well done, Sue. So this song was inspired by that pillock, Putin. He just invaded Ukraine, Crimea, and, Ukraine, enlarging his hold over Ukraine. And I envisaged a Holocaust over there. We didn't know what was going to happen, and he's been threatening to press that big button. And this song came to me. It envisages there's just 2 people left alive. So a weary Russian soldier, a young Russian soldier who was basically lied to. He didn't know what he was doing. He was just given a gun and told to go off and do some training exercise, and found himself in the Ukraine. And the other person still alive in this story was a Ukraine woman in Kiev or whatever, in a flat. And he happens to cross the front door, and she invites him in and sits him down and says, "What the fuck have you done?" And it's in a lullaby, which is perhaps a bit incongruous with the sentiment of the story, but anyway, see what you think. I should explain, there's some Russian in this. I did Russian at school. I didn't do all this Russian. This was a little bit with the help of somebody from Australia. Bev, hi from Australia. Ooh, international. Listening. So the Russian for peace is mir, and the Russian for world is also mir. Which you know from the space station, Mir. And if you say peace of the world, it's Miru, Mir, or Miru, whichever way around it is. And okay. This is half in Russian, and actually now I've got the full Russian version into proper Russian, which I've got to learn and redo. But this, you get the idea.
Come inside now, weary soldier, put your gun down too. Fighting's done now, you're alone now, come and talk this through. What did they tell you? Liberation, if only that were true. There's no one left now, weary soldier, seems they lied to you. Be at ease now, take your boots off, pour a whiskey too. You're the last one, and another, I'm the last one too. What have you done now, weary soldier? It's coming home to you. Did you believe them, weary soldier? It's not mere mirror. Come and rest now, weary soldier. Close your eyes and dream. You're in charge now, weary soldier, however that may seem. You had a button, big red button, we had a button too. Never wanted to press that button, but what were we to do? Build a world now, weary soldier, it's all that we can do. Maybe this time we will make it Zakladicie, ustali soldat, opasný svajbul mir. Viterka cienie, ty jedin, pogovoricie об этом. Что они сказали о вседелии, если бы правдой. И кого останется, усталый солдат, каждый Sullivan. Будь покоя, сними сапоги, налей виски. Поговорите, ты последний, я тоже последний. Что ж и делал сталый солдат, кажется, ты понимаешь. Великий усталый солдат, это не мир. Come and rest now, weary soldier, close your eyes and dream. Maybe this time we will make it
Soldier. Okay, thank you, Bev. Okay, getting almost there. I think two songs to do. So. Okay, my wife will be singing this for a week. It gets into her ears. It's an earworm song. So see if it works for you. It's called Come Summer.
And you know someone might have told you, someone might have let you know that you could never be a part of me. I could always have to go. And it's not that I'm leading you on, should have told you all along, but your love, it just guided me on. Come the summer, I'll be gone, and one day I might come back to you, bring you furs and diamond ring. maybe then I'll realize that loving you is everything. And it's not that I'm leading you on. Should have told you all along, but your love, it just guided me on. Come the summer, I'll be gone. But for now, I'm on the next plane. JFK to Nashville bound. Gonna try my luck on Broadway. Valentine's the country sound. It's not that I'm leading you on. Should have told you all along, but your love, it just guided me on. Come summer, I'll be gone. And I'm gonna travel like they, just one bag and my guitar. Gonna see the lights of Broadway. Gonna see the country stars. And it's not that I'm leading you on. Should have told you all along, but your love, it just guided me on. Come the summer, I'll be gone. But you know, someone might have told you. Someone might have let you know. You could never be a part of me. That I would always have to go. It's not that I'm leading you on. Should have told you all along, but your love, it just guided me on. Come summer, I'll be gone.
Come summer, with a little bit of a frog in my throat. So, Gay, lots of questions, thank you. What are your hopes and aspirations for your music? I guess my biggest one, I'm never going to make it big myself, but I'd love for one or two of my songs to be covered by somebody. Excuse me. And I suppose going over to Nashville and Dallas isn't going to hurt that chance of happening. But it's a very small world these days, and you go online, and it's amazing who's listening in. Actually, somebody from Australia listening in tonight, so there you go. My voice is going, so I'm going to have another glass, and I'm going to leave you with a parting glass. Which is a beautiful song, which I love the version that Liam Clancy plays of this. Okay.
Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. and all I've done for want of wit to memory I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass, good night and joy be with you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I have, and they are sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I've had, they would wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should write and you should not, I'll gently rise and I'll softly call good night and joy be with you all. A man may drink, not be drunk, a man may fight and not be slain, a man may court a pretty girl, perhaps be welcome back again. But since it has so ought to be, by time to rise and a time to fall, come fill to me the parting glass, good night and joy be with you all. Good night.
Okay, thank you. I'd just like to say a big thank you to Gay Blott, and Sandy Stewart for sticking with me. The first attempt to do this didn't go well for whatever reason. Facebook kicked back, but this was just so much of a pleasure to be able to spend for an hour and 20 minutes. I hope that was okay, Gay. And share my music with you. I didn't do all my music, so there is more to come, and it's an insight into who I am and where I want to go. I'm off to Nashville, I'm off to Dallas. Wish me well, please. And good night to everybody, and thank you for all your support. It really does mean a lot to me. Okay, lots of love. Thank you.